Hello everyone, I would like to wish you a great day full of peace and health. Today, I will explain for you Pythagoras Theorem, and we are going to solve some problems by using this theorem. Pythagoras Theorem. In a right-angled triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. In a right-angled triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. The hypotenuse is the longest side of a right-angled triangle. This side is the longest side. It's hypotenuse. C square equal A square plus B square. So, Pythagoras theorem can be written as C square equal A square plus B square. For example, given right-angled triangle ABC, find BC. BC is the hypotenuse. It's the longest side in this triangle. Let BC equal x. X square equal 8 square plus 15 square by using Pythagoras theorem. 8 square equals 64, 15 square equal 225. So x square equal 289. Now we have to take the square root for both sides to find the value of x. So square root of x square equal x, and square root of 289 equals 17 centimeters. So BC equal 17 centimeters. Another example, calculate the length of the side marked A in this diagram. This is the unknown side. This is the longest side, which is opposite to 90 degrees. It's the hypotenuse. So, according to Pythagoras theorem, 13 square equal 5 square plus A square. 13 square equal A square plus 5 square. Now, make A square the subject of the formula by subtracting 5 square from both sides. A square equal 13 square minus 5 square. 13 square equal 169. 5 square equal 25. Subtract A square equal 144. We have to find the value of A. Square root for both sides. Square root of A square equal A, and square root of 144 equal 12. So A equal 12 centimeters. Now, the converse of Pythagoras theorem is if the square on the longest side of a triangle is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides, then the triangle has a right angle. For example, is a triangle with sides 7.2 centimeters, 9 centimeters, and 5.4 centimeters right angled? Where is the longest side? 9 is the longest side. If the square on the longest side is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides, then the triangle has a right angle. Let's see. The longest side is 9. 9 square equal 81. Now, sum of the other sides squared, these sides, 7.2 square plus 5.4 square equal 51.84 plus 29.16. Let's add. The answer is 81. They are equal. So 9 square equals 7.2 square plus 5.4 square. That means that the triangle is a right-angled. It's a right-angled triangle. This kind of triangles, it's a right-angled triangle. Why? Because the square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. Another example is a triangle with sides 5.6 centimeters, 4.5 centimeters, and 3.1 centimeters right-angled. Let's see. We have to square the longest side first. This is the longest side, 5.6. Square it. If you square it, you will get 31.36. Now, we have to square 4.5 and 3.1. Then we have to add sum of the other two sides squared is, now, 4.5 square equals 20.25 and 3.1 square equal 9.61. Let's add. We will get 29.86. They are not equal. So it's not a right-angled triangle. So they are not equal. The triangle is not right-angled. So what kind of triangles is it? Now, if the square of the longest side is greater than the sum of the squares of the other two sides, we can say the triangle is obtuse angled. And if the square of the longest side is less than the sum of the squares of the other two sides, we can say the triangle is acute angled. What kind of triangles is this triangle? Now look at the square of the longest side. It is greater than the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So this triangle is obtuse angled. It's obtuse angled. Why? Because the square of the longest side is greater than the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Now please try to answer the homework. We have two exercises. The first one, calculate the length of the unknown side in this diagram. This is the unknown side. Find the value of A. And question number 2, a triangle has sides of length 53 meters, 82 meters, and 65 meters. Investigate whether the triangle is acute angled, right angled, or obtuse angled. That's all. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.